Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Feeling Things. I'm Amy.
And I'm Kat.
And today for our feeling of the day, well, Kat and I both have one, and I feel like our feeling is going to be similar or even the same. So I just want to count to 3, and after 3, we just say our feeling and we see if it's the same.
Okay.
Okay? Am I going to go 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1? Should we count up or down? Does it matter? Okay.
Up.
Okay.
Up. That feels better.
1, 2, 3. Accomplished. Oh. I mean, that's similar.
Wait, make sure that they heard what you said.
I said accomplished.
And I am feeling in awe of myself.
Right. And I know based on what we both got done and accomplished in our lives recently and how proud we are of ourselves, that's why I thought we may have the same word. And I was going back and forth between proud and accomplished and just all around awesome. But a tiny bit confused because it's like I've asked myself a lot the last few days, why am I this way? Why am I this way?
Well, okay, back up. Why do you feel you're not feeling in awe of yourself? That's me. Why are you feeling accomplished?
Well, Kat and I have been living a very similar life.
It's like we're synced up in more ways than one.
Mm-hmm. And we keep learning all these different ways. We're like, oh, that's another thing where we're the same. And it likely is just how our brains operate.
Yeah.
Kat has been thinking about moving, and some of that has been underway, which is great. But when things get, down to the wire and stuff is starting to get real, I mean, the motivation, like the dopamine,
it's the pressure.
But it's also exciting.
It feels, yeah.
And I can't explain it. It's like there's this rush and things that I know you've been putting off for a long time, you finally were able to do. I'm not really moving, but for a few days, I acted like I was because I found this house that came on the market that is me.
Were you looking on Zillow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
so
like
fun.
as a hobby.
Yeah, it's really fun.
And then this house popped up and it spoke to me. And I was like, this is so great.
Yeah.
Like everything about it is so perfect. And I did just move sort of recently. Me moving now does not make sense, but I was making it make sense,
Yeah.
You just finagle this, finagle that. And I'm like, it'll be fine. And this will be a good investment. And I was convincing myself. Well, come to find out, during the week that I thought I was moving, I got so much done. But now I'm not moving. But the trick that I played on my brain during that week was epic.
So anytime you need to get something done, you have to be like, I'm moving next week.
But here's the thing. Like, I think it has to be kind of real. It feels now like it was a trick on my brain because of how it ended up, which ultimately came down to the wire because the house got another offer from somebody else. So then now it's like pressure's on. I need to put an offer in if like I'm for real. And suddenly everything that was so perfect that I was seeing, I started to see flaws in the plan and started to see how this doesn't really make sense. And, silly things like capital gains, like who cares if I haven't owned my house for a year? And then it's like, let's be responsible and not ridiculous. Although I do think if this is what I convinced myself, what I was going to lose in capital gains, I'd make back because this is such a perfect investment.
Yeah, you told me that.
It may take 5 to 10 years, but it would be worth it.
You'd have to stay in that house for that long.
Correct.
So when you sent me, because I was on vacation and you sent me that list of things you had to do.
The punch list.
Yes. And I never thought, like, in my head, I was like, wow, it's a random time for her to finally be putting knobs on her refrigerator, but good for her. I never thought, like, she's probably trying to move because you literally moved
a year ago.
And your house is, like, perfectly you. Like, maybe not perfect, but, like, you've updated it to make it your style. And then I was thinking, moving is the worst. Why would you want to do that? Moving is awful.
It's totally awful. Like, I don't know if I was just craving chaos. In fact, I texted my friend Claire and she just replied back, is it possible your brain is craving the dopamine hit of all of this? LOL. And I was like, interesting.
It's like, either trying to be nice about it.
It's craving the dopamine hit or it's craving chaos, which, I used to seek chaos in relationship. Well, now if I don't have that because my relationship is healthy,
he won't take the bait.
Am I seeking chaos? Just like make life more complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah.
But I took the kids to look at the house and they were like, oh,
it was really cool.
Great. Took the boyfriend to look at it. He, of course, picked out small little details of like things that bother. Like he's like, look at this trim work. And I'm like, trim work. It's fine. He's like, why are the outlets this way? And I was like, I would never notice that. I'm like, we'll get new plate covers. Like that's fine. He's like, well, but you have to look like if this is what you're spending, this is what you should be getting. Yeah. And you want to pay attention to these things. He's like, I'm not saying this stuff is a no-go or a no-brainer, but he's just way more analytical. And I'm more of like, but how about the vibe?
Like this wallpaper is really cool.
Like, what's the feeling you have right now? Because in the backyard, I was
the feeling I have is the crown molding is off.
It's like cheaply done.
Oh, really?
Very. Yeah. He's like, this is basically some 2x4s just thrown up here and painted black to look chic. And I was like, well, it's giving.
It's giving chic.
It's giving chic and I like it. And the backyard was so zen. Well,
the backyard, I was like, was this an Airbnb? It felt like I said to you, this looks like a resort.
Yeah, but it was quaint. It wasn't anything big or overwhelming. In fact, there was no real yard to take care of, even though the yard was zen. It was like...
It was a zen garden.
Yeah. Like there were some plants that need to stay alive, but they had a little sprinkler system attached to that. So I was like, this is doable.
You just press the button.
Yeah.
Wait, would you have missed your backyard?
No, I think I would have really enjoyed that space. But congrats to whomever put in the offer that then made me decide I'm not willing to be in a competition for this house because it's really not for me. However, I'm very thankful for the week that I was going to maybe do it because yes, have I needed to pick out knobs and pulls for my kitchen drawers and cabinets for 9 to 12 months? Yes. Absolutely. And have I had any urgency to do so? No. But then you make me make decisions and I can order curtains. I mean, obviously some of the things I had to hire people to do, but it's like the thought of spending that money was now like, it's okay. We just need to get this done. Although I will say I got a quote to paint my laundry room and it was ridiculous. So Stashira and I painted the laundry room ourselves. So that also felt good.
You're in process of painting the laundry room.
Yeah, but it's by the time this airs, it'll be
painted.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I'm just trying to keep you honest. But you started it.
I did, yeah, and it will be finished.
Yeah,
future me, it's finished.
That's so funny that Alex said that when you brought him to the house because when I brought my dad, not Patrick, because Patrick's brain's kind of like me. He's like, this is the best thing ever. Well, I brought my dad to one of the houses we were looking at. I knew within 30 seconds. I was like, you hate this house, don't you? He's like, I don't hate it. My mom was like, just let him do his thing. He's like, well, you need a new water heater. And he was like, I'm going to go into the crawl space. He's like, do you have a flashlight? And I'm like, you have one on your phone. And I'm like, just say that you hate the house. And he was like, I don't hate the house. You just need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do this. And it's going to be a lot of work. And the floor sucks. And blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, you hate the house. However, when I went to see that house for the second time, there's a dead bunny in the yard.
Is that a sign?
Yes. I said that to Patrick. I said, we can't get this house. There's a dead bunny in the backyard.
What if the dead bunny is good luck? Because,
why would that be a sign of good luck?
Because when I first bought this house, there was a dead blue jay. A couple months after I moved here, and my dad is a blue jay. I know this is going to sound psychotic, but you know how my mom is a cardinal and my dad is a blue jay? Well, then there was a dead blue jay right outside my back porch, like under this beautiful tree.
You want it to be an alive blue jay?
Sure, you would think. But then I Googled the meaning behind it or what it could mean, and it was about new beginnings.
Well, what's dead rabbit mean?
Well, we just need to look it up. You can make anything mean what you want it to mean. I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
We didn't get that house, so I hope it doesn't mean we should have that house.
Oh, I thought that was in the one.
No, that was the first house we were excited about. And also, my dad does know a lot about houses. He builds houses. So I was like, Dad hates it. Like, I need to think about this again. And then, you start to see things. You're like, why isn't there any trim around anything? Or why is this way? Or this bathroom would be a lot of work. And then you're putting together all the money you would pay to fix the things. And then you're like, well, I could just get a nicer house. So then we found another house and my dad liked it a lot better.
Oh, good.
But it was just funny that I'm like, it's perfect. My dad's like, no, it's not. But that's another thing that was actually very helpful in this process of looking at houses because I get so excited and I'm like, yeah, let's just sign the contract now. And then my brother was helping me look at houses and he was like, you have to, not everything is perfect about this house. There are some great things about it, but it's not perfect. And so it helped me take some of the emotion out of it so I could make a wise decision and not just like be excited about the idea of moving, because I had to actually spend a whole session of my own therapy trying to figure out, am I wanting to do this because the dopamine hit and I want something exciting and I want to be able to control something because a lot of my life is out of control and I can't plan a trip right now? Or is this the right thing for me to do right now in my life? And it's the right thing. So
it turns out that it is the right thing, that I think it's good that you took the time to process that. Whatever decisions we have going on, I think sometimes we can move too quickly with the emotion. Thankfully, I had the other people that were swooping in to buy the house because it allowed me to pause. Because otherwise, I was riding those emotions and they were riding high.
And then you would get this house and you'd be like, shoot.
And I was like, hop on, everybody. Buckle up. We're buying a house. And most people were like, well, this is like not...
This is weird.
This is weird, but okay. I could also appreciate those that were being really supportive and excited too, because we could make it make sense. But you and I both are just thankful for the motivation and the dopamine that we got out of our situations, because Kat has been selling things on Facebook Marketplace left and right. And I want you to go over your list of things that you've been able to sell, because if people walk away from this episode with anything, it is that
I have a message right now.
From Facebook?
Yes.
From a buyer?
From a buyer.
She's been wheeling and dealing the whole time she's been at my house. And it's like, you can be a money magnet. You likely have things all over your house that you could sell and make an extra $200, $300, or in Kat's case, she's made $700 in the last week. What are you shooting?
So I was distracted, and I'm being bad at Facebook Marketplace because I told somebody they could come get this furniture, but I already sold that set.
Your rating's going down.
Oh, shoot. Okay. I'll have to,
well, we're doing a podcast right now.
I won't be able to do that. Let me read you. Okay. I will say, if I've learned anything through this move, it's that I can make a buck fast by going through all of my closets. And I had 4 sets of patio furniture in my backyard that I never sat in. Anyway.
Your backyard isn't even big. Where was this stuff?
I have a nice sized backyard for where I live. It was all in the corner of my backyard collecting dust.
I wasn't like dissing your backyard.
Ew, your backyard sucks.
No, Kat, but I'm just clarifying for people. It sounds like you had 4 different patio sets.
Oh, no.
Like how does...
They were all just piled together. It didn't look nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I actually didn't buy any of them. They're all like patio furniture that my mom got new patio furniture and kept giving me her old stuff. So I really made a lot of money because I'm selling things that people gave to me for free.
It's baller.
But my friend told me, she said, write down everything you sell, because when you sell something for like $5, it feels like, oh, this is a waste of time. But then when you look at it all, I've made like, well, if I would have told that person the right thing, I would have made like $800. We're in the 700s. Okay. Do you want to know what I sold?
Yes.
Okay. Guys, you can sell anything. I sold a opened pack of bubbles from my wedding. I sold
like bottles with bubble, like
individual little. We didn't use them because it rained.
But do they say like Kat and Patrick forever?
No, they have like little hearts on the end of them.
Cute.
I don't know why some of them were taken because we didn't use them. But anyway, somebody bought those. I sold a digital camera that I bought when I was going to start recording episodes of You Need Therapy. And then I was like, this is too hard. Sold that. I sold an umbrella that I found in my storage bin. I didn't even know I had it. I never opened it.
An umbrella?
Like a, I'm sorry, a patio umbrella.
Oh, okay.
I could have sold umbrella. I sold patio furniture, rain boots, a clothing rack, disco ball planters, drink dispensers from my wedding, a sparkle backdrop wall, an easel to hold a sign, my second option of shoes from my wedding that I never wore, 2 dresses from Anthropologie, 2 Aloe sports bras, a purse, and sound panels.
Wow.
Pending
I didn't
outdoor
know
furniture.
that clothes were on there. I mean, I guess I've always thought
Yeah.
Poshmark for clothes and furniture and house goods for Facebook Marketplace, or, bicycles or cars even. But I didn't know dresses. So that's good information, because then you don't have to pay the cut to Poshmark.
No, but I will say I sold them for low dollar. I think I could have sold them for more on Poshmark.
Okay. And then lost the
But I just
percentage.
wanted them gone.
Because you're in the mood. You're wheeling and dealing.
Yes. And now I'm like, oh, I can get something nice for my new house and it will feel like it was free.
Exactly. Girl
math.
Yeah. Oh, guess what? I feel like because I didn't get that house, I have way more money. So I get that too. I was like,
I just made so much money.
I was like, so Shira, do you want to go shopping? Because I just feel, well, it was tax-free weekend, so I also wanted to get her some back-to-school things. But I felt like I shopped more for her with ease, because I thought, look at all this money I just saved not moving. I didn't lose capital gains. This is amazing. What else do we need? I mean, it doesn't make sense at all. I get that.
Yes, it does.
For a second, it just, the feeling is different. And when I was at Target, though, because I was trying to declutter my house, I was not allowing myself to buy anything except for this one lamp that is going to look so cute in my living room. But then also my ADHD brain, which is why I am the way I am about the knobs and the pulls. I don't want, it's overwhelming to make a decision on which knobs, but when I'm under pressure, I'll just make a decision about the knobs, which I was able to do, which is why I feel accomplished. Well, with the lamp, I wanted to feel accomplished as well with that. So I get home and I bust open the box, and it's a complicated situation. It's not, there's 3 parts, and it's one of those overhangs, it's going to stretch over the couch and hang there with 3 little, and is shades. Yeah. So I start putting it together, just assembling it willy-nilly. I'm like, oh, this seems okay. Adjust this way. I put it in the position where it's going to be behind the couch, and I start building it from the bottom up. And then I sort of get to the top and I'm stuck. And I think, okay, well, that's fine. I'll go look at the instructions now that I'm to this point. So I look at the instructions, and at the top, it says in all letters, this is a 2-person assembly. Please do it on the floor, a carpeted area on the floor near where you want it. I had it exactly where I wanted, standing straight up. But this is
on the hardwood.
They want you to lay it down on the carpet, assemble it from the top down. So I had already done it all wrong and backwards. So all my hard work is undone. And then I'm over it at that point. So the lamp is just like that, not finished, out there by the couch. And now I'm not selling my house, so I don't have the motivation to finish it. And I lost all my energy to do it. So I'm an idiot and didn't look at the instructions. And I'm like, why am I this way? So then I got hyper fixated on the position of my couch. And for the next hour, I kept inching it a quarter of an inch, half an inch to the left, to the right, front, back, until I got it in the right position, which if I dedicated that hour to reading the instructions and doing the lamp would be done. But something about hyperfixating on the couch felt better to me.
Well, also you want the feeling of getting it done. I think I got addicted to Facebook Marketplace because the feeling of making a sale.
Yeah, it's
yes. And so the feeling of getting the couch where you want it, that can happen faster than you having to redo the lamp. I want another easy task.
But I know to read the instructions. I know this, but instructions are boring to me, and I'd rather do trial and error, which is what I'm in the middle of. And
another reason,
steps are overwhelming.
I would rather you create chaos in your life by not reading the instructions of putting together your lamp than you moving.
Okay.
So if you need a little chaos, just go buy something that needs to be assembled and do it without the instructions.
And then give up on it halfway, and then it just lays there. Yeah, until Shannon helps me or something. Speaking of Shannon, she found the symbolism of a dead bunny.
Oh my God, I don't like it.
A dead rabbit can signify a loss, a need to let go of something, or a transition in life, like a relationship, a phase of life, or even a particular mindset.
So I needed to let go of that house.
Well, you needed to let go of maybe that house, but also I felt like in your house buying process.
You can tell me your feedback.
Okay, I have feedback. Okay. I started to think halfway through my thought. I was like, I don't want this to come out rude.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. But you did have a little bit of a lack mindset.
Yeah.
And I wanted you to think with more abundance. So I just kept texting you. You're a money magnet. You're a house magnet.
You make money with ease.
Yeah. Circulating money brings you joy. Which obviously these are just playful things. It's not totally real, but in case it is real, I'm going to keep saying it.
I did have a lack mindset because I didn't want to get myself. I'm doing a lot of things right now that are costing me a lot of money, or that cost a lot of money. So I also know myself, and
they're important things.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But I also am somebody who, like I talked about, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, but I do things without thinking, and that usually works very well for me. But I don't do big financial risks without. So I had to think about this stuff, and I don't know that I have like money trauma. I think I just like having money in the bank versus like. But then my financial advisor even said, he said, "What's the point of having money if you're not spending it? Like, what's the point of making money in your life and working really hard and then just like letting it sit there forever?
You can't go to heaven with a trailer hitch."
That's what they say. But if my financial advisor was saying that, then
who's the guy from Sugarland? The guy,
I don't know.
Christian. I was going to say Christian Bale, but that's Batman. Christian
Johnson.
Christian from Sugarland. I think he has a song like he had Sugarland the band, and then he had his own.
Christian Bush.
Yes, that's it. I think he has a song literally called
"Can't Go to Heaven with a Trailer Hitch."
Houston's probably going to cut that out. Houston told us, our producer told us the other day that for the podcast, sometimes Kat and I will start singing, and he's like, "Just so y'all know, I've been editing some of that out because we give him full control."
You responded. You said, "Wait, what?"
Yes.
You've been editing out our jingles that go on for far too long? How dare you?
Yeah, which is probably why we're no longer like feeling of the day.
Because I think it was quite annoying.
Yeah, and Houston let us know because he does have full control of that, and we trust him, and we don't go back and listen. And so we had no idea. He's like, "Hey, just so y'all know, I've been making the executive decision to cut out some of your singing." And we're like, "Cool." I literally did reply, "Wait, what?"
So it's on YouTube. Guess what, Houston? It's still on YouTube.
Yeah, because Kat didn't edit it out of there. But so yeah, if you want the singing, YouTube.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to hear us sing. Yeah, if you want the musical version, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Like and subscribe. Which Cryo Cat's in here. She does our video, and she was the one that helped me move my furniture to begin with. Like I was able to move it inch by inch by myself, like just but to rearrange how I rearranged, because I flipped it and put the couch on the other side and the chairs.
Wait, I'm just putting this together. You guys did that by yourself? That couch is so big.
Yeah, me and Kat, but I would say Kat mostly. Or is it not? It's not
Kat's
me.
like, she just watched me.
Well, what had happened was I have golfer's elbow.
Oh, which is?
It's what they call pain in the inner part of your elbow. And it's not necessarily from golf. It's just like tennis elbow is the outside.
Like a dull pain?
Like a throbbing pain. And like even right now when I press it, it's tender. Oh. Someone said it's brought on by perimenopause. This is when I was painting the laundry room.
Everything is, I feel like, perimenopause now. What if it's just like that motion hurt your arm for
I mean, it could be, but also, yes, I do agree with you that everything feels like perimenopause or ADHD.
Yeah.
In my life.
So maybe this was just like because you were working really hard.
Well, you wait till you're 44 and then hit me up. Okay. When you're mid 40s and
I'll let you know if I can still paint.
Like, for example, I was with my boyfriend on, I guess it was this last weekend. So it was on a Saturday. It had been a great day. Great Saturday. You know, the kind of Saturday we'd all hope for. And we had plans to just like go hang out. We were going to maybe go to the driving range, hit some golf balls, and then go grab a bite to eat. Real low key way to wind down the day.
Even with your golfer elbow?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we didn't go.
Oh, I was going to say you can hit golf balls, but you can't move the couch.
No, I haven't hit a golf ball because I'll tell you what happened.
Okay.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, like 30 minutes before we're about to go, I start to just get really uncomfortable. Everything is uncomfortable, and
like
I'm
physically
just I don't know. Can't explain it. I'm annoyed. I'm uncomfortable, and I'm aware. I'm like, what is happening? This does not feel right. And we were just having a good day. I have nothing to be annoyed at. Then all of a sudden I get sad. And then I really start to worry because I have nothing to be sad about. I even look at him and I just said, I'm uncomfortable and I feel sad. And this is freaking me out because we've had a great day and life is good. I have nothing to be sad about. And then he's like, okay. So he starts kind of rubbing my shoulder. Like he's like, just take a few deep breaths. And I'm like, and then all of a sudden tears just start flooding down my face. Like I can't stop them. And I'm just sitting there and I was like, I don't even know what's happening. I'm not sad right now. Like I don't feel sad, but I have to cry. And I'm crying and I can't explain it. That's perimenopause.
Yeah.
You can't tell me otherwise. So then he's like, well, maybe we need to just like, what would feel good for you right now? And so I sat there, I cried as much as I could. And then, crying releases chemicals that help you feel better. So I felt a little better and I was like, maybe we should just go for a walk. So we were at his house. So we just walked outside, went for a walk. And then his son was home and we were going to end up, if we hit golf balls, we were just going to go eat by ourselves. And then his son was like going to figure something out. So we were like, let's just go, let's take him out to eat. He'd probably love that. And so we ended up doing a little mini family dinner with one of our 5 kids. And it was a totally different night than what we had planned. Like our cute little date night got hijacked by my hormones, but it ended up being better. It was what I needed, but I have no idea why I just started crying. And I was thinking, he's never experienced whatever that was. Like he's experienced me snap a little bit at times, but whatever that was really weird. And he handled it like a champ, I must say.
You've cried in front of him.
Yes, but there was
like
a legit reason. If I've cried in front of him, it's been like,
something's going on.
Like, are our kids ever going to get along? Or I'm going to meet your wife that passed away. I'm going to spend the weekend with her family and I'm overwhelmed by that. Like those are when that's valid tears. This was unexplainable.
Okay, that's different than like I was painting all day and then I got this injury, but it couldn't be from the painting and that motion. It's probably from That's different.
Yeah, well, I was saying like that's explainable, but also I don't know. So
maybe it is. I could also be wrong. I know nothing about perimenopause.
Yeah. Well, there's just fun things like that to look forward to. Like one day you and Patrick, you're going to be 44 and you and Patrick are going to be having this great day and you're about to go hit some golf balls and then all of a sudden you're like,
well, I had my week 2, what was it, 2 weeks ago when I just was like crying.
But you know why that's happening.
Yeah.
That's hormones too.
Yeah.
Ish.
That was weird.
Yeah.
When I felt sad though. So
this was like, it was so weird because I was like, I'm not sad right now.
I want to hit golf balls. You're like a kid who's like overtired, who's like, I want to go play.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was more, I wasn't like whiny. I was just more like perplexed. Like I was like,
you
want to
go do something, but then like you're feeling this way at the same time. That like don't make sense.
We're speaking of CryoCat. I had we were talking about the golfers elbow and moving the furniture or whatever, but I was on the phone with her before I did that. She was like, what are you doing? And I was like, well, I think Alex and I are going to go hit golf balls and whatever. And she was like, do you like doing that? Like, she goes, is this something you want to do? And I was like, yeah. Like,
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I guess if you're just like, you're with the right person, your interests change.
So I had a roommate. She's still one of my best friends, Kyra. You've met her. She lived with me for like a year. And she was dating her now husband, and he's a big golfer. This is pre-Patrick too, so I never had golfed in my life. And she would always like get dressed and was like, I'm gonna go to the golf course with Jay, whatever. And I remember multiple times being like, that sucks. Like, I remember being like, oh, you've just spent your day at the golf course. And she's like, it's actually kind of fun. And then I met Patrick, and I was like, Kyra, low key, I love golf. I mean, I don't want to do 18 holes.
You went and bought clubs.
Okay, first of all, I did not buy clubs. Patrick bought me clubs, but that was a gift for him. It wasn't a gift for me. He wanted me to have my own clubs.
Well, you like them.
But I do like them, but they're purple. And I like going to do like 9 holes. I really would love if they did like 6 holes. That would be sweet. This is where I lose interest. But when I gave a speech at Kyra's wedding, and one of the things I like had a list of things I had like learned from her and Jay, and one of them was about golf. And I said, said what you just said. It doesn't matter as much what you're doing, but the person that you're doing it with. Because I now love golfing with Patrick, and it's not that I now love the game of golf. It's when you're doing something with somebody else, and I also get to see the joy Patrick has. And then I'm like, oh, I can kind of enjoy this, but I think I more so just like being with him. You know?
It's exactly what it is. And
you get to wear a cute outfit.
Yes. And I was about to say, speaking of the outfits, I found some cute ones on Amazon. I'll have to send you the links.
I thought you were going to say Facebook Marketplace.
I didn't know to look for clothes on there, but maybe I'll check it out. Because I look for other things on Facebook Marketplace. Like I sell and I shop there like all the time, like trying to look for things. I don't have a lot of luck, but I have sometimes.
Yeah.
Like there's a few things that I've missed. Oh, like my dining room table and my chairs. That was clutch.
That was a really good buy.
Really good buy.
Was that CB2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're pretty much brand new. Yeah. Speaking of cryo gas, she went and carried that and picked it up.
Oh, really? Oh, because you have a truck too.
Yeah.
The worst one was the mattress that's like 400 pounds.
Oh,
She picked up a mattress for you?
Yeah, I think she's my strong friend.
She's my strong friend.
We were moving back.
Oh, yeah. I think it was for Ben because she's friends with Ben too.
Okay.
So we were moving stuff.
Hey, I'm moving soon.
You got cryo cat. So you were on vacation.
Yes.
Which was really exciting, but
I was on vacation. I was on real vacation.
Houston, cut
it out.
Just kidding. And you said you read a book there that you want to recommend because you have a book and I have a show.
So I don't know about you, but I really get my like reading bug when I'm on vacation, and then I want to read every book after that. And I've learned that this book has a sequel, The Perfect Marriage. It was so good. And I don't want to say anything.
But you give it like 5 marriages out of 5 or what?
I would give it a 4.5 out of 5.
That's good.
And there's a sequel, so like that's exciting. It doesn't have to be over yet. I read it so fast. I read it in because the first maybe 3 or 4 days of vacation, I didn't read it all because I was playing, you know? And
like with your nieces and...
Yes, with my nieces and nephews. It was really cute to watch them on the beach and like jump in the water with them. But then once people got their like playing jitters out, then I read 3 days, finished it. And I gasped at the end. I was sitting next to Patrick and I go, and he was like, well, now you have to tell me what happened.
Well, that's how I feel about We Were Liars because you're watching that right now. And when that ending happened, I gasped.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out because I'm in the middle of the 7th episode and there's 8 episodes. And I know something crazy happens. So I know it's not going to be what I think it is.
I'm not saying anything because I don't want to run the risk of spoiling anything at all other than I also gasped. So you've got The Perfect Marriage, which is a book that'll make you gasp. We Were Liars, which is on Amazon.
Can I
You'll
guess?
gasp. No.
No, I can't even guess.
Because then other people...
Okay,
no,
I'll write
no
it
guessing.
down. I'm going to write it down after this. And once we've had enough time...
Oh, you could say it to me off mic. I just don't want to ruin it for anybody else.
No, I'm going to write it down so then I can read it on mic and be like, see, I guessed it right.
Okay. Well, We Were Liars is something you're watching. I've already finished, but that's not what I was going to recommend. I thought I was bringing something new to the table because this is also on Amazon. It was when I finished We Were Liars, it rolled into like a different series, which is Shiny Happy People about the Duggar family, a documentary.
Yeah.
And mind blown, like things that I learned and saw, it was like unbelievable stuff that I've forgotten about their family. And it's just crazy that the dad thought like, I'm going to put my family on TV and like this sort of stuff is going to be happening and this is how I'm going to handle it. It's just sort of like that I'm the head of the house probably mentality of like,
well, what's
I'm
their
not gonna
religion? What's like a, it's that weird.
I don't remember. Maybe Shannon can look up the exact, because I don't want to get that
where it's
part
like very
wrong.
obedient.
It's like a fundamentalist.
Yeah. Okay, so you were telling me that, and I was like, I think I watched it when it came out.
Yeah, so it's not new. Come to find out, you were like, I feel like that's been out for a while. So I just Googled it, and it came out in 2023. So it's been out a couple of years.
But I don't remember a lot of, like you're saying all this, and I'm like, what was shocking? I forget.
Oh, well, it's, okay, so one thing, and this isn't spoiling anything, but the adult daughter, she is prominently in it, and then one of his nieces is talking about it. But the adult daughter and her cousin, I mean, they were kids when the show started, but as they matured and got older, and they even got married, and then they were used on the show, they never got paid because he was the one that TLC had in the contract. They paid the dad, and then I guess he could disperse. And there was a time where she was having a birthing episode where she was pregnant and supposed to be giving birth, and she was like, I don't want cameras in there. Well, her dad, like the day before her wedding or something, he just casually like had the contract out on the table and was like, hey babe, I need you to sign this. And she kind of ran by, and obviously there's a lot going on. She's getting married the next day. So she didn't pay attention to every detail, and she signed it. Well, it was like I'm making this up, but like say it was a 5-year deal. Well, after her marriage, when she's pregnant with her first child, that's within that 5-year window. And then she's like, oh, well, we don't want cameras in. But part of the contract was, well, you don't have a choice.
But she wasn't getting paid?
And then she was like, well, can y'all give us money for this? And they're like, oh, well, our deal is with your dad and we're paying him handsomely. So then they went to the dad and said, we would like payment. And he said, I can pay you $10 an hour. Isn't that insane?
Okay, maybe I didn't finish it because I don't remember that.
Yeah, just crazy stuff like
illegal.
that.
That feels very illegal, especially with the kids. I think now, I don't know what the laws are, but
they were adults.
That's why, right. But in California, there's some law that's changed about like influencers and stuff where if you're using your kids as part of whatever, you have to pay them. So that's why a lot of people are moving out of California, I feel like. I don't know.
So that they can like...
So they don't have to do... Because they lose money. There's some weird law that like... You are losing people. That influencers like are losing money.
Protect children,
right? Yeah. No, I mean
that's weird.
I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying. I think there's something like that going on. But that's crazy.
Okay, let's see. Duggar Religion, Independent Fundamentalist Baptists, affiliated with the Institute and Basic Life Principles.
That's what it is.
IBLP.
Yes,
IBLP, a conservative Christian organization. And then there's that one guy. I feel like the church I grew up to, they would listen to stuff by him, but there was a lot of his seminars that he would do, and they were very much in alignment with his stuff. And that guy was just like spreading his...
But it's like a kind of cult?
Yeah, it feels a little... Yeah. A little weird.
Okay, well, maybe I'll watch this again, even though it's an old rec.
Yeah, apparently there's a season 2 of something. That's season 1. The one I'm watching. Mm-hmm.
But is it about a different family?
Potentially. It could be about something completely different.
Well, that makes me sad, though, because I watched, what was it, 19 Kids and Counting?
Yeah.
Or they kept changing the number, actually. I watched that, and I was like, oh, this family seems so nice.
No. No, it's a mess. And remember the brother? He, like, did inappropriate things with his sisters, and then one of the sisters that it had happened to, she's the one that is now part of the documentary and was saying, oh yeah, I never got paid. Like she wrote a book. Oh, she did.
Yeah.
I would maybe find that interesting. She seems like a really sweet person, and I'm glad that her and her husband are kind of out of that.
Moved.
But yeah, no, nothing about that seemed healthy. And they interviewed other people that were watching the show that were part of that religion, and or had grown up in that religion, or at least were married to men like that in the religion, and they felt very suppressed. And they were like, no way TLC is putting this on there, because they know what life is like really when the cameras aren't rolling, because they know how these homes work. And so they're having to watch it and being like, oh my gosh, like this is my life. But and America's like eating this up, and these people are gaining fame.
Yeah.
But when it's just not a healthy situation.
That's a lesson, though, that, I mean, it's hard because if the content's interesting, we want to watch it. But it's the John and Kate +8, like that was nothing what it seemed. Did you not watch that? You're looking
I did.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I loved that show. But like, I think, what?
I don't know. It's just interesting. You're like, I love 19 Kids and Counting and John and Kate +8 and Octomom.
I loved Breaking Amish, too.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Oh, that one was cool. I guess when you're Amish, you get to have like this experience. I mean, it says this show. I don't know if this is actually true, but you get to have this experience where you go into the real world, and then they have to make the decision. Do I want to come back into my Amish world, or do I want to live here? But if I live out in the real world, I'm cut off from everybody. So you're watching these teenagers or like young adults go and experience things for the first time, like going to a movie theater or drinking or just like going to a mall, stuff like that, like with freedom. I bet a lot of it was not true now that I'm talking about it.
Or maybe it was.
I'm a schmuck.
You're a schmuck. You'll believe anything. Actually,
okay,
no.
To be fair, I watched this in like middle school. So
yeah, because
I was like 12.
Fast forward to the you now, like you are very skeptical.
That's why I'm a skeptic, because breaking Amish.
Which is why you wanted to do our Mel Robbins deep dive.
Yeah.
So this is a good transition into the really cool voicemail that we got from a fellow licensed therapist. Mm-hmm. She's a listener from Florida, and we're going to play her voicemail now. And this is about the Mel Robbins deep dive episode that we did about the Lethem theory.
I usually never call because I feel weird leaving voicemails, but I think the greeting really put me at ease for one. But I'm listening to the Mel Robbins deep dive, and I'm not even all the way done, but I felt so inclined that I had to pause it and call, because as a therapist, a licensed therapist in Florida, I'm finding myself saying, yes, oh my gosh, yes, and putting my finger on exactly why I've been struggling with the self-help world, because at first I thought maybe I was jealous that people are so successful in this realm and maybe I'm not at that level, but I really have a hard time finding a way to monetize the help, and the fact that therapy really isn't all that sexy and it's a really slow process to create lasting change. So I just thank you for the conversation. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
So that was nice. Mm-hmm. And from someone that's in the space that you're in, that sometimes can be challenging.
And I like that she said, a part of her was like, maybe I'm just jealous because this person's successful, because I've had to ask myself that a lot of like, well, is this just like a jealous, not able to be like happy for other people, or is this skeptical because there feels like there's some manipulation or there's some false advertising? So I feel that too sometimes.
Well, you did a great job with the deep dive. I got to say, I went back and watched it on YouTube, and I was a little nervous, especially because I was the Mel Robbins fan. And I think I've said 500 times, I didn't want to feel like a bash session, because also we don't want to be
mean girls,
known for just like not having space for everybody or putting people down. And also we can be a space where research can be done and information can be shared. And a lot of people didn't know about the plagiarism controversy. And I just assumed, because that's part of our algorithms, and I'm fed that a lot, that most people knew. We got so many notes from people that had no idea. And then a lot of the similar vibe to the caller, the voicemail of like, I kind of just always knew something was a little off, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. So thank you for now giving an explanation to like what was not sitting well with me. I'll read an email that we got, which, by the way, if you want to call and leave a voicemail, and I love that she said at the beginning, I usually never call because I feel weird leaving voicemails. I think a lot of people feel that way, which I thought a lot of people would like to call.
Yeah.
But that's just, we get more emails than voicemails. But if you feel inclined, 877-207-2077 is the number. And then you can email heythere@feelingthingspodcast.com. Like Beth did. Here's what Beth wrote in. Hey, Kat and Amy, I'm a long-time listener of Four Things, like from the very first episode. As in, I still make my bed to this day because of Amy, and it changed my life for good. I never knew how to journal, and then I bought the Four Things journal because it felt accessible, and it slowly changed my life. As in, I now journal a full page almost every day. The transformation from Kat joining the show as a guest to her own podcast on the Fifth Thing to Feeling Things has been so cool to watch and cheer on. It feels like watching two good friends find the very best versions of themselves. I had actually stopped listening to Four Things and was only doing the Fifth Thing due to time constraints, and the decision to become Feeling Things has been such a gift to me, so thank you. Amy, it's been such a joy and encouragement of my own journey to watch you learn, grow, and change your mind. And I'm going to insert myself here. This is not the email Amy talking, and that's where I feel about Mel, because I did talk about her so much. And that was another thing, like in Instagram DMs that I was seeing from people was like, I only started following Mel because of you, or I learned about Mel from you. And then I felt like, oh, shoot, it's a weird place to be in when you've hyped someone up and then again, that veil is lifted and then you feel like now you're bringing this other information. But then when I got that line from Beth, that was very encouraging to me, because I am allowed to learn, grow, and change my mind. And she put change in all caps. So Beth, thank you so much for that specific line. And then she went on to say some nice things about me, blah, blah, blah. And then she went on to, which thank you, Beth, for that. Words of affirmation are my love language, but I'm not going to read them for everybody else. And then she said, the Mel Robbins episode. Thank you for the deep dive. I was introduced to her through you and initially liked what she had to say. However, recently with the let them stuff, it just didn't sit right with me. I didn't even know about the plagiarism part. It went against everything I've been doing in my healing and therapy journey. And while it wouldn't have bothered me if you still followed or quoted her, firm believer that we all have different journeys, it did make me feel connected and seen that you also felt disenfranchised as well. So I truly appreciate y'all's deep dive episode. It was so refreshingly transparent. Thanks for everything you both have done for me in ways you'll never know. Hope you have the day you need to have. Beth Duncan. So thank you, Beth, for that. And thank you, Kat, for the thoughtful deep dive, because that was all you, and you executed it beautifully. Thanks. Exceeded any expectations I had. And I think I had a lot of expectations on how I wanted it to play out, and you killed it.
Well, thanks. And I was thinking as you were reading that, you changing your mind in this area is brave too. It's. I think there's courage in that to say like, ooh, not that you were wrong, because it's that you learned more information. But I think you putting yourself in that position, you could have just been like, no, I love Mel.
Well, remember, I still found myself struggling with like saying that I'm not like, I'll be like, because I'm still parts of her. Exactly. I think there are things I still like. And again, I think I learn more from guests that she has on now than her. But I did find myself, even though I'm increasingly more just about her, I still wanted to be like, I mean, it's not that I'm not a fan. It's just like, this is information and do with it what you will. Like, am I going to be, like, I started to read her last book and I couldn't finish it. If she puts out another book, now it's like the next phase of my relationship with her is I'm probably not even going to own that book or ask for it as a gift, because I told my sister, I would love it. So she got it for me. I did see someone left us a comment on Instagram. They're like, oh, shoot, what do I do about my let them tattoo that I got? And I was like,
people were getting those tattoos. There was a whole, when I was doing my research, apparently there was a movement when that poem came out that people were getting those tattoos.
Yeah, because I think Cassie Phillips had gotten a tattoo as well.
The let them tattoo and I hope that this was clear, let them works in a certain context. It just isn't as overarching and life-changing and works in every area of your life, like some of the stuff that has been coming out lately about it. It has limitations, but it's just like we talked about any of the other little things we have, like the weight to worry and all of that stuff. Those still can be meaningful to you. So I
replied to that person and I said just that. Like, it wasn't like, take the information we shared, but your tattoo can still be special and be very fitting in certain cases. But it made me think about our tattoos, because we want to get some of ours lasered off. Like, I've got Joy and Espoir and they're bleeding so bad. Like, I want to get them lasered off, but I have a summer tan, or you can't have sun on your skin, I don't think.
Oh, when you get them? Mm-hmm. Well, I just don't want to pay for it right now.
Because you have to pay for the other things.
I'm having, what did you say? I have a limited.
You're having a lack.
I have a lack mindset. Maybe if I just start getting my tattoos lasered off, I'll just be a money magnet and it'll just come to me.
You already are. Like, sell a few things on Facebook for your tattoo removal.
Please buy this patio furniture. I'd like to get my tattoo removed.
I mean, that's girl math sometimes. It's like, okay, what am I not using right now? What can I offload? And then boom.
What do I want more? What do I want more? This couch or my arm back?
Well, it depends. Is it like the main couch you sit on, or is it one your mom gave you that's sitting in the corner?
I don't know. I could sit on the ground.
Like, I have this rocker chair under my tree in my backyard. It's red. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like a glider.
Yeah.
And
do we sell it for you?
Well,
I'll take 10%.
Listen.
Oh, was it from your mom?
It was my mom's.
Oh, then you can't sell that.
But I was thinking about stuff your mom gave you and how you're selling it. And
I know it's her different. Wayfair patio furniture.
I know. It's totally different. I'm just telling you the thought I had. Yeah. You know how one thought leads to another thought? Yeah. You know that?
Yeah, yes. I've heard that a time or two.
Okay, so when you were talking about that, I was like, I was thinking about my patio furniture from my mom, which I don't love the color red, but my mom loved red. So I've thought for a long, long time, I need to paint it. So I really need some sort of dopamine hit or motivation to get that painted. But also, I was thinking the other day, do I have to hold on to this? Like, I have some of her jewelry that means a lot to me that I wear all the time. I don't even know that I really like the glider. I just keep holding on to the dang glider. It's sitting out underneath a tree facing a fence. Like, if you were to sit in it, there's nothing enjoyable. Like, you're gliding and you're like, look at my neighbor's fence.
And
like,
is it dirty?
Yes, it's dirty. The paint is peeling.
Okay, but you could repurpose that into a beautiful piece of furniture. There are people that do that. I watch them on TikTok all the time. They take like a dresser they found on the side of the road and they turn it into like this beautiful work of art. So I think that could be a metaphor of something refresh in your life.
I was thinking.
Couldn't be me because I would just spray paint it.
Okay. That's what I was going to do. Spray paint it like dark brown or matte black.
I think we can find you somebody who can like, okay, well, then we would have to sell some things to be able to pay for the refurbished chair.
No, it's okay. I would invest in it if it like makes my mom's piece special. Like, I'm okay with that. Circulating money brings me joy. Anytime you need to buy anything, just tell yourself that. Because when you're paying money to somebody else, it's like you're helping
money.
Yeah, exactly.
You're helping them live the life that they were.
And then that brings you joy. So therefore, it's the whole system.
Okay, well, let's find somebody. And if you're listening and you're like, oh, I do that, and you live in the area, maybe they can come fix your chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was Wayfair furniture, not like a family heirloom.
Ordered it. I mean, I have pieces. This light in here that I love is from Wayfair. It's baller.
Yeah, I know. I think I might buy it.
Yes. I sent you the Wayfair link. Yes, it's so cute. I mean, I don't know the brand of it. I mean, my mom's could easily be from Wayfair. I have no idea. It's not some like precious. It's
she didn't used to glide in it, and you would watch her glide
on her back patio.
Okay, that's
we
special.
would sit in it.
My mom never sat in this. I don't think my mom ever sat in this furniture. I don't have like a memory, but there are things that I have as we were moving stuff. I kept being like, oh, I have a box of rolled coins in a shoebox, duct taped. It's so heavy. There's like $200 of rolled coins in this box. I will never cash it in because I found it in the closet of my grandfather's house when we were cleaning their house out after my grandma died. He had passed away before her. And we have memories of rolling coins with our grandfather when we were little. And so I took all of the rolled coins and I divided them out between 4 because I have 3 siblings. And they had a lot of money in his closet because what is that, $600? And I will never, we were moving it. Patrick's like, what is this? And I'm like, we're never taking that to the bank. I will have that until the day I die because it is a memory, you know?
Yeah, there's feelings attached to that.
If I just found rolled coins in my parents' kitchen, I'd take them to the bank. I don't have a memory with that. But this is
your grandkids are for sure cashing that in.
No.
They're
I'll write on the box, do not take this to the bank. This is a memory of your great grandfather, your great grandfather.
I was picturing Stashira finding that, and she'd be like,
yes. Grandfather, schmanfather.
Feet don't fail me now. She'd cash that stuff in so fast. Okay, well, that's that. This is our episode. There's a lot of feelings in this episode. We have feelings of we were in awe, we felt accomplished, we feel sentimental.
Yeah.
Proud. We feel confused by hormones and weird cries, and I feel pain in my elbow. Lots of feelings. And we hope that you enjoyed the Mel Robbins deep dive and appreciated it. Again, I'll say one more time, Kat, you did an excellent job. We have requests for more deep dives, so we got to figure out who. If y'all would like to send in your requests, we've already gotten some, but you could send in people you would like them on, and we can work on that.
Or things. It can be like things on a cult or some kind of trend or something like that.
Golfer's elbow. A deep dive.
I don't know that anybody would listen to that, but maybe we could make it fun.
I mean, a deep dive on perimenopause would be so helpful, but I feel like we would need an expert.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
us.
Beyond our scope. And speaking of, our ADHD showed up a lot in this episode too. So I know that a deep dive on that would be appreciated, but from an expert. Yeah. So some of our deep dives may be from us, or we'd have to bring in experts, but we're open to anything. So yes, send in whatever topics you would like looked into with a microscope.
Yeah.
And we hope you have. We're having
The day
you need
to have.
Bye.
Bye.